just go stalk him for a while. Hello, X298, and everybody else in chat. On the bright side today, we do have a game with a professional player. Unfortunately, they will be stomping on a 9Q rather harshly. Or not. Might not be a harsh game. We'll have to wait and see. I can make no predictions.
Is the most lopsided game in the tournament, right?
That I've seen so far, yeah.
Yeah, so tinuviel is treating this as a teaching game, but she still hopes to make a good showing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always.
Well, yesterday, tinuviel got a little opening prep training session with XHU98 and Mark 5000.
Oh, okay.
So for at least the first, say, 15-20 moves, she has a plan whether she's black or white.
Alright.
But we'll see how it goes.
And since you are here and we're waiting for the game to begin, you are welcome to introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Callantier. I'm an OGS moderator. And I also stream with tinuviel, who is my wife. And she's also an OGS moderator. And we mostly stream games that involve some kind of social aspect, such as Rengo, which is actually how I got tinuviel into playing in the first place, as my Rengo partner. And she was a beginner when she started out, but now she's almost caught up to me, which is kind of scary. But if she passes me, then I will have the live-in Go teacher, which is actually kind of cool. So I'm hoping for that to happen.
Alright.
So our YouTube and Twitch ID is CalAndTin, CALANDTIN.
Yeah, I'm still finishing my setup, which should be done in about 2 more clicks. Oh no. Ah! Shoot! That setup failed. Yeah, because whenever a move is played, the name of the window actually changes.
Oh.
So that can be a little bit weird in terms of trying to set things up.
Right. Oh geez. I don't think that we were expecting C5.
Oh, you had her train with orthodox openings?
Yeah, I mean, we were all pretty sure he was going to go with 4-4, 3-4.
Well, it's entirely possible that he simply likes this particular opening, or he really wants to eliminate the 9Q and go eat or something. It's like, I'm going to get into a Jiseki, we're going to kill her, and then we're going to be done. Trying to hide his real strategies for later in the tournament. Because don't want to show too much against the 9Q, right?
That's an interesting point. So he could be playing deliberately with not his style, so he doesn't have to give anything away.
Exactly. Mind games. Anyone who looks at this game like, all right, I'm up next against him. I'm gonna find out what he likes. He likes playing this way. I'm gonna study all the Jiseki around this opening, and then he never plays it ever again.
There's another 3-5 point.
Oh, okay. This
is. Is there a name for this?
Probably. I'm really bad with names because I'm not really book learned. I've kind of done most of my studying on my own, so there's names and there's proverbs. I never have any idea what they are until my students tell me what they are. So I'm really terrible with that.
Right, it's the mystery opening.
Let's see. But this could be okay. Is tinuviel, do you think, going to fall back into a Chinese opening?
Well, I think she was aiming towards the Kobayashi, but that's not going to be quite possible here. Okay, so she's going with something similar, though.
Oh, please don't do Taisha. Bad 1P. Bad 1P. Don't do Taisha against a 9Q. Oh my god, no. Okay.
I thought the Taisha was E4.
No, you can do it right now. If she attaches to D5, she needs to play E4 right now. If she plays E4, there will not be a Taisha. If she plays D5, there might be a Taisha.
I don't really know what she's going to do because I don't think we've ever played this opening. or this Joseki even. But I could see her just playing either of those moves.
Yeah, this is the one that we're trying to avoid, and I'm linking the variations in chat. This is to be avoided at all costs.
So this variation just gets really complicated.
Oh yeah, because you've already got 4 different groups that are trying to live. And yeah, that can be difficult unless you know exactly what's going on, because there's like ladders to consider, and then there's like variations where there's code to consider, and yeah, I would avoid this like the plague.
Right, well, looks like she's just gonna get the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Joseki.
A little bit too passive.
Yeah. Of course, even getting the corner could be difficult if it comes down to a matter of life and death knowledge.
Yeah. Kicking the other stone actually would have been a little bit better, because then there's this territory for influence being exchanged, and black doesn't get surrounded. This way could be a little bit problematic. I mean, you could attach it F3 still, but you're going to get enclosed either way, so are you going to play at F2 instead? Yeah, okay. I guess the hope is here is just maybe we get Sentai. Because that Hane is going to be really painful no matter what you do. Oh, they're asking who you are yet again.
Okay, so I'm Callantier. I'm an OGS moderator. And together with Tinuviel, also an OGS moderator and my wife, I'm a streamer. And our YouTube channel is Calandtin, Calandtin. We don't have a lot up yet, but we like to stream games that have a social aspect, like playing Rengo, and there's some other variations that we've done with groups of people. And I taught Tinuviel how to play, but she's actually almost surpassed me already. So she has a lot of potential. She's actually better at this game than me. I think she has more talent for it, just not as much experience. So I'm hoping she'll be my teacher soon.
Oh, really? White is not letting up in any way, shape, or form.
All right, well...
She wants to fight. She could cut.
At G4?
Yep. I'm not even sure I recommend that, though. It's like, maybe you should just or fight the 1P. Sure, that sounds like a great idea.
Well, that's what happens. You know, somebody much stronger than you does something that might be an overplay. What are you supposed to do? I mean, either you
run away and cry.
And, yeah.
Let's just play elsewhere. We'll get stronger. If it's still around, we'll take advantage of it. This way, okay, we're gonna get a wall. Clearly. Maybe we could use it to break up White's influence, but this is gonna be difficult because we're now a weak group that we have to look after for the rest of the game.
Also, is this corner alive for black as it stands?
Right now it should be okay.
Yeah.
Because there's no real easy throw-ins to kill you.
Alright, so she needs to run away with these cutting stones, right?
Well, that's the problem. We could do that, but the other reason why we're trying to extend the cutting stones is potentially to go back and I'm not even liking this. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. Is to go back and try to apply pressure to the left stones, but I don't like the idea of creating multiple weak groups right here. But you did extend. Alright, you're jumping out. Oh, did I hit play? No, I didn't. Alright. Alright, so White's not going to be able to defend both areas simultaneously at the very least. So as long as we get Sentai to go back and maybe do a little bit of pressuring on the left-hand side, we might be okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
What? I thought that got off the calendar there, Exu. Yeah, I saw that game moved. We'll go over that later. Whatever. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. Hane. Oh, pincer. Okay. Yeah, that I like that she's applying pressure, but...
Yeah. Oh, see, I was
this was a
wondering about this.
Points. This is just creating a bunch of complicated stuffs.
Well, now he's changed direction and he's invading
the corner, yeah.
So is this just to see if she knows how to respond? Because I'm not sure. I know
There's a couple of ways. There's a couple of ways to respond to this.
Like B3's an option.
And I'm actually trying to figure out if there's any way you can possibly die here. So I mean, even if we do something as passive as D2, do we really still get killed? Okay, that does get us. That does get us nicely killed. All right. So passive response does kill us.
What about something like B5 or B3?
I think it is hard to kill though.
Well, it's definitely worth using her time to think right now, because if that group were to die, then all of those white stones are perfectly
nicely
safe.
Alive and strong, and that would hurt.
Maybe what he's trying to do is use this invasion as leverage to strengthen those C5, B5 stones.
Could be. This is getting complicated, but we've established that we can live with some of the group at the very least, because he didn't respond to our Hane, because he can't if he's trying to kill.
Right.
Question is, what is black going to do? Black could... This gets a little bit complicated, actually.
Yeah,
I'd actually be tempted to not care about this, to be honest. I'd be tempted to just play C6 and say, forget the 2 stones. I mean, play the Hane, he cuts. He's killing 2 stones and linking up, great, but he has no territory yet, and the outer groups have shape. Yeah, I'd be tempted to do that. Okay. Or... Uh-oh. Okay, that puts us a cut point. Right. I guess now you're just going to jump out?
Yeah, okay, so there's no way to save those 2 now. So
yeah.
The next thing she needs to do is get out on the left side.
Huh.
So maybe that was simply his goal all along, is to.
I think he's trying his best to kill her.
Well, now.
Now we
If
need to
those-
extend.
Yeah.
We need to be very careful on how far we extend. Uh-oh. Alright, that unfortunately is just getting rid of Aji. Don't connect. Just let it go. So can we do a large knight?
Like
if we do there, the Hane. Oh dear.
Huh.
There's now a double Atari afoot.
So she's trying to go after those 2 stones, but if he plays d4.
Then he's connected because the stones on the bottom are dead, and now he's putting
Right.
2 stones into Atari. Well,
Right.
3 stones technically. So yeah, this last move by black I didn't like so much. I think we just needed something simpler. Maybe the large knight. I was trying to figure out if that actually worked. The Hane gets a little bit weird. Yeah, I guess it works. That Hane actually, that Hane is perfectly fine with that cut point still lingering. As we go there, we go there.
She shouldn't worry about the d3 stone either. Just keep going out to the left.
Yeah, 2 space extension right now would be okay. D9. Alright, good news is you're picking up territory. Bad news is... Actually, when it's all said and done, not much has actually changed from the original problem. Because the black group right now is... still going to be fine on left. Yeah, the only trouble, okay, would have been fine on the left. With the only problem being the black group in the middle still being unsettled, and that was a problem when this complication first began.
Right.
And now it's still the same problem if black had extended and made sure nice and alive and all that stuff. So not much would have changed on that regard. Like white picks up a couple of stones in the bottom. Oh well, that's not the largest thing ever. We can kind of recover from that, maybe.
Yeah.
But-
Now there are 2 weak groups, and white has a splitting attack.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. So, I have a question for you. Would you say that she is an aggressive player?
I wouldn't say it's like a distinguishing characteristic, but she certainly is not a passive player. You know, I feel like she's being kind of aggressive in this game, but
Yeah.
I almost feel like he's forcing her to be that way.
Well, your opponents are always going to try to force you to overextend and do something questionable. Whoa.
Yeah.
What? Okay. How did I lose the game? Okay, now we're back onto it. That was weird. Sorry, folks. Somehow the game didn't update for a minute there. Yeah, pincer
It's hard
here.
yeah.
Had to play a small move. Shoot. Yeah, because that move right there at C10 almost should have been black's move from 2 moves ago.
Right.
Now we have an enclosure and extension. Well, on the bright side, since she's in the mood to be aggressive, we get to attack C10. So that's going to be fun. We can't back off now, because we got some influence. Got a stone that's arguably too close. Now, I would normally like to hook up before I actually pincered that stone. I don't think we have time to do that right now. But
Yeah, I
if
was
we
thinking that
don't...
too, but I don't see a good way. Like F8 maybe.
F8 would connect. Even extending it, what is this? E7 though technically works.
E7, F7, then F8. Something like
Yeah. Yeah, but since we're getting to F8 regardless, we might as well. Ooh. Okay. Enclosure is fine. We are going to give white a double wing though, it looks like. I would probably just sit back and accept it and attack C10, see where we go. If we get enough influence off of attacking C7, or C10 rather, then we can deal with the top. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to back off to K16 or something else? Something else, okay. Alright, so now we have an invasion point both at J17 as well as C12. Don't have much in the way of development for black, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I like B, though. And by B, I mean... can I share just the labels that I'm using? Or does it have to be an actual variation in order to share it? Do you know?
I think you have to... well, if you want to share a variation?
Well, I know how to share a variation, but does it count as a variation if I'm just like using the label tool to mark the board?
No, you have to actually share it so everybody can see it. I mean, it's no different from making moves using any of those tools.
Yeah.
It works the same way. So, it looks like
this is gonna get bad.
I
don't think we have time to do this. Like right now, white's gonna attack the bottom, those stones in the center again, just to grow the upper left. A bold prediction is being made in the chat that Hit Girl 7 and Crazywind will be in the finals. I hope someone eliminates them, so that's not a possibility.
Now that would be an interesting upset, but yeah, I'm pretty sure all of the smart money is on those two.
It'd be fun if they were both eliminated.
That would be quite the upset. So now is Ryan and he just going to sit back and collect more points?
Yeah. Because now the difficulty is all on black. It's like, here's the area that you have to invade. So, good luck. Yeah, oh god. Well,
where do you invade it?
Technically, you can still invade at J17. T-space extension and a large knight. That can theoretically be cut, so if you get enough strength, you might be able to do something if you attach at C15. Will she invade, or is she going to just try and keep taking territory?
Well, I think she can see with move like J11 that if she wants to win, then yes, she has to invade or reduce somehow. It's not enough to continue getting territory on the right side. But I'm not sure what move she's going to come up with. Not sure what I would do. I mean, what about something like K13?
Going by yield sector lines. You could do that. Only thing that I'm really worried about is any kind of lean and response. I'm worried about like any kind of lean and response to your invasion that might put you behind enemy lines again. I think no matter what we play, we're going to be behind. So I would rather go deep and play J17 or maybe an attachment under the corner and see if we can't get quick shape. I think white is going to split her to pieces right now by pushing and cutting. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
He's after it. He's not happy enough just like getting a bunch of territory. He's like, I'm gonna kill her. I don't care. teach you silly 9Qs to enter tournaments against me.
Actually, tinuviel was a late, kind of a last-minute substitution. I think it was supposed to be Peggy Yang in this spot, and she had to drop out. So it's like, well, who's another streamer on that level? And tinuviel was offered the opportunity. So
I'm not familiar with Peggy Yang.
Me either. I just remember seeing her name on the list.
Mm.
All right, so she's saving those stones, but she's going to have to let white come in.
Yeah, that's nice and peaceful. I take it back. Maybe Crazywind is not the bloodthirsty monster I've been, like, assuming he was.
He doesn't need to be a bloodthirsty monster in this game, but...
Well, yeah, but then the bottom left happened, so I kind of assumed that he was.
Yeah.
Alright, so white's just going to come in, black's just going to connect up, though I still hope that black invades the upper left-hand corner in some fashion. If black never does that, that's going to be one of the questions that I have to ask in the end of the game. Like, if you had to go back and invade, like, where would you play? I need to know.
Well,
okay.
It's harder now.
Yeah.
Oh, K13, that's the move that I was saying was good for black.
Mm-hmm.
I feel vindicated in some way.
It's kind of interesting, though, because, like, with this area, I'm seeing, like, two eyes at C16 and E17, and now we have, like, a smiley face in the middle of the board.
It's Ryan Lee grinning broadly at his huge upper left.
Like, hee.
Oh, double Hane here. Play the double Hane. Oh. Or not.
Nah. We can connect up at R7 still, even if he pushes again. So it's okay. Let's see, is that Sensei? We take there. That gets played. Yeah, a little bit. Go there, throw in, we play down. Yeah, she won't die here.
Say she responds with D8 first.
Oops.
Does that work?
D8 first?
No, I'm sorry. What are you supposed to do in this situation?
I guess you can play D8. Well, right now you could just connect. You don't die if you just connect. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we die in any way if we just play here and then go away? Then what happens? Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, we have to be careful. C7 is just like too large, and I can't see a way to get enough shape without it. I think, well, maybe D8, and then
no,
I might be able to play away and then just connect later. Does that work? Whoa.
Sorry, that's my
Rip ears. Oh my god. I hope that was not as loud for you guys as it was for me. No, no explosions.
Sorry about that.
So that is the infamous dog that she has in her picture.
Yeah, he's cute, but he's also shrill.
So it looks like this is just going to be a rather passive game from here on out. Unless Black decides to try one last attempt at an invasion.
Well, maybe it is too late, but...
There's absolutely no way to escape.
Let's put it this way: there's nothing to lose from an invasion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all whites already, so as long as he responds.
Well, technically, I suppose, if you don't invade, then you can say that nothing that you tried didn't work. Like, we just gave up the stones for the outside, so that worked nicely. We want to develop the right-hand side. That worked nicely as well. So nothing has truly failed for black this game.
Except perhaps the overall goal.
There is, well, depending on who the goal was. Like, our goal may not have been to win against the 1P, right?
Yeah, we didn't see any large groups die.
Yeah. Okay, I think black is nicely alive in that corner. Not going to be messed with ever again.
Well, personally, I'd like to see something crazy happen. I almost wonder if black could use the wall that's running along the center of the board as leverage to invade that big Moya somehow.
No, it's way too solid. We can't really break through anything. The only thing that we could really break through is like the large knight. But it has too much strength around it now. I mean, we can attach, but there's nothing really there. Can't really Atari our way in, I don't think.
Yeah, I do wish you'd been able to save those 2 stones at F2 and 3 because it would have been interesting to see what had happened if the white group had not been able to connect up.
Still trying to get a little bit more out of black, it looks like. But shouldn't get disconnected here, I don't think. Honey. Could be difficult.
I'll be right back again.
Alright. I've seen a few videos that picked up the sometimes aggravating quality of Go. But this is a new direction. Oh no, got disconnected. Yeah, a little bit too greedy there. We had to connect. We had to be very, very sad and connect and then get invaded and be sad again. Actually, I guess the initial connection could have played here. It's not the most wonderful thing ever, but we could have. I don't think this would get played. Alright, so that's cut off. trying to come in. Alright. This is pretty easy to handle, though. I mean, you can Satari there. I'll just back off as necessary. But it does open up interesting poke points. Maybe black can make something happen here.
So we can just block at 06, right?
Yeah, but it's a little bit weird because there's like Aji there. Which I find rather interesting. H17 ends the game? What? H17? What's H17?
I guess if white did H17, maybe somebody thinks that's still an invasion point.
Oh. The idea that anything's gonna live back in there is kind of small.
Against Ryan Lee, at least.
Yeah, on the bright side, I definitely need that answer from black, though. I want to know where the invasion was gonna go. Like, she had to have been thinking about something, though, right?
I think so. It seemed like her priority was not dying in the middle. And in doing that, she let white build up that Moyo. So she didn't want to go out and blaze his glory. Which I feel like has been more of the norm in these CI games. I feel like a lot of the losses I've seen have been when a big group dies. When you have the Don Q matchups. Or in the case of, Hit Girl versus Mark 5000, the double D Don versus the single D Don.
Oh, not gonna take and try and do something there. Darn. Thought he might have seen one last attempt to make something happen. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see H17 there, not us. Six-Q suggesting that white needs to play an extra move on N here in order to keep this from being invaded. At 6Q, I can see that would be a little bit uncertain to see if you can actually do anything in there. I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be hard without the B8 stones they're reinforcing for white, but essentially anything that's going in there would be like an attachment to the corner to see if you can break the two-space extension. You would need to get rid of the O15 stones because any invasion on the third line on top of the board would be just to see if you can undercut to threaten white and come out and try to poke through the large knight, but there's like a lot of reinforcement there, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, this is all he really needs to do. Just ensure that his like large knights here just don't get cut through.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're basically going to just head to the end game now.
How's her end game? Does she like
bad.
try to count?
Oh yeah, her counting's better than mine. I'm sure she's well aware that she's behind here, but I think she was going to ask Brian Lee if how he felt about her playing to the end if it came to that, because she didn't want to be disrespectful or anything. So it looks like that's what they're going to do here.
Not disrespectful to like do that. No, it'd be disrespectful if she just like played M17 to try to live there or something, and then like she followed up with I don't know, C12 and tried to do something there.
Right. Yeah. Somebody was like, "Oh, you should try to win by timeout." Versus.
That's going to be hard to do. Crazywind has 18 minutes left on the clock compared to 2 minutes for black. So
But I feel like it is
If
pretty common to see, people saying, "Oh, you should totally resign now."
well,
Um,
yeah. Oh my God, oh wow, so afraid. Did you really need that move? I'm gonna go back and take a look at that. So we play here. Then we get the throw in, which we don't care about. Even if we respond to it, we're still... There's like more than enough space there. Never a problem. We can play there, but that doesn't even bear responding to.
so, just curious, is there any agi due to the N3 stone?
N3 stone. No,
I'm
I
going to
was looking
assume
at
not
that.
because he didn't protect that area.
Yeah, I was contemplating that as well. Um,
So, for example, the M5 double peep doesn't work because,
I mean, you have to
well,
cut if you're going to do something. You have to cut at 03 or 05 if you're going to try and do anything.
O5, yeah.
But, I mean, even a move like N2, I don't know how you respond to it.
I wonder if that Liberty at Q6 also makes a difference.
Nah, I'm looking at variations where you got rid of that. How do we respond? Is this enough? No, that would be a colossal bad idea. Yeah, just the N2 then. Probably fine. Crazywind totally timed out his other game on OGS versus a bot. So is that his strategy? He just tries to win by time. Okay. I see how that works. If KGS score estimator is bad, this one is terrible. Oh, how do I find that out? Score estimate.
If you go to the right side,
Oh
maybe,
my god. Okay. White, yeah, white's ahead by 15 points. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That sounds legit. Why is it like
I think
marking
the
these white
problem is that White's
stones?
area is just too big.
Why is it marking these white stones though? I don't get it.
Oh, it must think that they are in trouble.
Well, it marks all this, almost all the stone. It's not marking A7, but it's marking every other stone on the board.
But if the white stones are marked, that means they're alive. If there's
Okay.
no marking, it means it's not sure if they're
Oh,
alive
okay.
or dead.
Okay.
But the big upper left white area is not showing up as white territory because the score estimator just seems to think that it's too big an area.
But even in enclosure, you would think it'd be able to count that though, yeah? I mean, enclosure's like pretty standard.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a work in progress.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I just did it again, and now white's ahead by 96.5.
Oh, alright, let's do that again then. Estimate 82? Okay. A little bit confused in the bottom right hand corner then again.
I think if she loses by less than 100 points, that'll be a personal victory.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Let's see, do I have any questions for Crazywind at all this game?
Maybe in the very beginning, what his plan was in the lower left, because was he trying to kill that corner?
I suppose there are a few things. No, Enumaris, we're not invading now. Oh my god. You need to work on your timings, man.
Looks like we just got a couple more moves left.
Mm-hmm. Yep, A6 connection, and then that should be the last move. Well, I guess R19. I'm not sure if the score estimator counts that or not. Some servers don't actually have to play it because it automatically knows it needs to be a connection there.
I think it does have to be played.
Alright.
Is that everything?
Looks like it.
I am kind of curious about Q6, but I think you said that it was no issue. whether that liberty was filled in or not.
Q. Oh yeah. S19 was big. Oh yeah, totally. And that should be the happy game.
Oh,
White
hey, look at that.
disagrees and that there was something there. Really?
I have to ask him about that
You go there, he cuts.
if he joins.
Okay, that's irrelevant because we can. Is it because maybe the. Huh. Okay. Go away. So maybe it's something to do with. Whatever, go away again. Maybe it's because of this. But then there's just that even with this variation, so you can't play that way? Is what I was looking at. Am I overthinking this? Can we just play? Oh, we just play there then. Okay, I was overthinking this. I was being too complicated. Okay, that turns in. No, then you play here. No, then you Atari there, and then you come down and you kill his face. Oh, okay. There was something there. Alright.
Oh, it's over 100 points.
Alright, there was a little something there.
Is it? Or is it less?
We will find out momentarily. Plus 104.5? What's
Yeah,
strict
very
scoring?
happy that tinuviel did not invade.
What's strict scoring?
I believe that's where you let the system do the scoring.
How good of an idea is that?
I've never done it, actually.
98.5. Okay, not 104.5. Tiger 32. You were wrong. Oh my god. All right. So is she gonna join you at your computer, or do I need to add her, or what's going on?
Oh, she'll just walk over here.
Okay, then it's only Crazywind we have to worry about then.
Yeah,
X298 messaged me. I didn't add because I wasn't paying attention about what his name is. Let's just go and review the game. Alright, can you hear? Whoa.
Yeah.
I hear myself.
Hi.
Let me just silent a little bit. There. Okay. Interesting game. Very few questions, though. Let's see. I see that you are in the review, so you can see this. First question was the opening itself. Like, apparently, rumor has it, a lot of preparation went into this game, so they could like actually give a pretty good game against you. And the opening that was like studied were like 4-4 and 3-4 points, and then you come out with this. Like, how did you decide on this opening? Were you just like thinking, what's the worst thing that I can possibly play against her? And then just like play that?
Sort of just what I felt like. It's not really a strategy or anything, or
So
I
just
didn't put
random?
much thinking into this.
Alright, that works
You
too.
don't feel too bad about that, right?
Huh?
You don't feel too bad about that, right?
Oh, I actually, yeah, you know, like I don't know many specific openings, so a couple of friends were showing me like various openings, and and then you started with double 5-3s. I sent the one friend who was helping me a PM with just a string of hearts. Like, I have no clue what to do with this. Okay, so it was fun.
Alright, so Black approached, and now I'm horrified, because I'm like, oh my god, he's just trying to kill her, because he's thinking that we're going to go into a Taisha here, and then just slaughter her with the very first Joseki. Were you aiming for a Taisha?
Yeah, or Black can play e4, and that's more
Yeah,
of the
I was
simpler.
Yeah, I was hoping for e4. I was crossing my fingers like anything, just don't attach here. Because
Did you consider
if you
that
haven't, yeah,
Did I
did you
consider what?
E4?
the attachment? At either of these, either the attachment at D5 or E4.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, is she in the review? I should be able to see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, you should be able to see it, right?
Yep, we can see it.
All right, cool.
Oh, but you're not lined up.
Yeah. So if you're
Okay,
ever in
I
this
mean,
position before, if you're ever in this position ever again, attaching at D5 is one giant no-no. This leads to one of the most complicated Jiseki that you'll ever find in Go.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
You can
I
study
was
it for
like,
fun,
Let me
but
see. Should I attach the stones? Let me think.
yeah, the other attachment would have been a little bit better for you because we can just settle here and give away some influence.
I don't even
There's
know
a few ways that he can make it a little bit more complicated. Like he could say, well, I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play this, and then we're going to fight. But overall, it's usually not that difficult to handle compared to the other variation where you don't like Go anymore. Oops,
Yeah.
way too far. Alright, so now we got into a lovely fight.
Yeah, I should have disconnected.
Yeah, I thought you were going to, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to as well.
It was actually a pretty bad move. It was-
This reinforced the idea in the back of my head that he's just trying to kill her. Like, he opens
well,
aggressively,
cutting
he
was
tries
the right
to...
thing to do.
Mhm. I was still hesitant to do that, though. Like, maybe, even though she should, maybe she should just defend herself, make herself stronger elsewhere, and just try to avoid fighting for now, because... A bit of a rank disparity.
That would have
the right thing to
been
do.
the smart thing to do. I'm sorry, what?
Cutting was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
exciting.
Well, so like I thought, okay, well I don't think he can kill those stones right away. Completely forgetting that, oh well, he could just kill them the other way.
How would you have
which-
handled this
Yeah.
fight, Crazywind?
Yeah, I think Black should. Yeah, right now I think Black should play J4 and just keep on pushing.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought about that one. It was that.
Get strength to go back and, like...
If you push like twice and then take N3.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the pushes are to make the middle group stronger, and taking N3 still puts pressure on White, on the group that's not completely alive.
See, instead we jumped out. Now we are leaning. Still got N3 in though, but a little bit better shape for white now. Not so much for black.
And
The
then
throw
that,
in
and I
here.
was like, I'm dead.
No, no way this is gonna kill you.
I was wondering what the goal was with that move, though. Was it to kill the corner, or was it to make your C5 stone stronger, or just to connect up like you did? Like
Yeah, it
killing
was
the
to make the C5 stone stronger. I had no killing intention yet.
Yet. It's like
that-
soon.
100%.
Yeah, I thought you were like gonna just like use this for free moves,
Yeah, that could.
so you can attack the outside.
But D2 is more severe.
Mm-hmm. This
So
worried
would,
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't even ask me. I don't even know.
I thought you were just gonna come out.
I thought I was too.
So in response to D2, would E3 have been a good move?
2D2. Oh, that.
E3. I don't know. I would just. It's a pretty complicated corner. I can't read that. Just off the top of my head.
If it's too complicated for you to read, I don't think there's any hope for the rest of us.
But yeah, this could have been simplified a little bit. Like, just getting a base here would have been pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we talked about that move.
Well, I was trying to figure out what wouldn't.
Because this move
Yeah,
here seems more like you're trying to surround white again, which I think is a little bit optimistic considering he just killed 4 of your stones. So he's like
No,
completely
it's-
fine. Even if we can surround it, there's not much of a point other than to just be surrounding it, because we can't use it the influence for anything right now. So just settling is a little bit better there. And he took it away from you immediately. At this point, I did not know where to play for black. Because, I mean, we can connect up, but it's kind of slow. We can attack, but then...
I wasn't sure that we could.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, we can attack, but we have to be absolutely certain that we're not about to die here, which I can't promise you.
Right.
Enclosure was fine. Now, I have a really, really important question. Now, assuming you absolutely had to invade the upper left-hand area, were you looking at anything in particular? Any spots that you were thinking about?
Me.
Yeah. Were you thinking about any
Good
invasions
question.
here?
I thought about it, but I thought my chances of making something live were.
Did you have any position in mind when you were thinking about it, though? Or was it just like an idea?
I think I was looking at somewhere around C13 or
Somewhere around
C4 or D13, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that C10 stone is probably the weakest white stone you can find.
Right.
Yeah.
Are those your ideas?
Yeah.
A, B, and C.
Yeah, these I think are a little bit... They're possible, because this is like
Yeah,
threatening
look
to
at
undercut, so if he doesn't respond, then you might get... Let's see, go away. Then we're looking at getting a bit of a base here. So it seems like he has to respond or kick you or do something. He's not going to play away. He could cap, I guess, but that's unlikely too. Of course, anytime we attach, we're probably going to get a responses from our opponent. And at that point, we're getting a bit of a base here, so it's possible too. Capping third line stones usually works because, again, if they play away, then we have the attachment.
Yeah, I
Even
thought
if-
about that one, but I had no idea what the follow-up was.
Even if they respond, we can still get a bit of a shape here. So yeah, I was really wondering about what you were thinking about there, or if you just like had bad timing, like you wanted to invade, but then suddenly like it got closed off and you like lost the opportunity.
I think in my head it went something like, ah!
That makes sense. Let's see here. You're worried about your group. That's nice. I would try to use this to get in. Try to strengthen yourself and threaten the area that White's trying to build at the same time. Maybe. I mean, it's still way too big, but it's a little bit smaller now. Maybe.
Right.
Baby steps. Baby steps. Here, I thought once again he was being bloodthirsty and just trying to cut and kill you. Because I was thinking that the entire game. Like, he just wants you dead. That's his goal.
Yeah. I
Do
don't
you
know, is
want-
that true, Ryan?
It's more of a threat, really.
Hmm.
So, like, it's to benefit from threatening. Like,
Mhm.
if you just responded normally at an 8, I don't think... it's possible that the group could just die.
Hey, were you gonna cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that, L9.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was gonna do.
I thought this would be hard to do, because this is almost completely connected up already, right? I wasn't sure if there was anything actually there.
That's true, but this also strengthens the huge jump,
Yeah.
so that's less chance of invasion
A huge
up
jump.
top.
You're talking about the large knight's move F10 to J11?
Yeah, and also C10. So
deep.
so the 2 big jumps.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, I think that about covers it for this game. I mean, you're alive. But now
I
there's...
did have one question at the
Oh,
end
sorry.
of the game.
Oh, end of the game, okay. I mean, at this point, everyone's just like, just try to invade and do something, but now it's like way too late.
Yeah. My major goal for the game was to not have any complete losses of groups.
Yeah, you did that. Oh,
Which means
right.
that I achieved my goal.
I know what you want to ask. Okay. Yeah. The cup point. Yeah, I
It seemed like
underestimated
there was Agi. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I underestimated the cut point too. I didn't see anything that was there that was gonna work. But then, I guess when all that's taken care of, it's a little bit harder than I was giving it credit for.
Oh, because of the...
There's something actually here, because I mean, this obviously does not work. I thought it did initially. I was horribly wrong. Because this just gets you fascinatingly destroyed.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, I'll kill you.
No, you don't want to throw in. You want to just play.
Just play here.
M4. No,
shoot.
M4.
1 second. Where's that variation? There you are.
So after the Atari, play M4.
What's Atari? This one?
M4 right now.
Oh, okay.
You're saying Black
Yeah.
should play M4?
Yeah, I got it.
The snapback?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So this is possible only if the Q6 Liberty is gone.
Yeah,
It looks like it.
yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you protected against it then.
If there's no Q6, then White can play N4. N5, sorry. And then there's M2. So Atari at N5 and then M2.
Yeah.
Because there's the extra liberty.
Yep, that makes a big
Yeah, because we
difference,
can't play here.
But now you can play O3 if you want. Interesting. Okay.
I see. Yeah.
I was curious
Okay.
about that.
Alright, good game, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Thank you so much for playing with me. It was a learning experience.
So good luck in the tournament, Ryan. We'll maybe see you in the final, huh?
Do you predict that
Alright,
you'll be able to get that
thanks.
far? Or is there anyone that you're actually worried about in the tournament? Someone that you have, that you either
I
want
guess
to play or
Mark.
don't want to play?
I played Mark a couple of times, both online and in person.
How do those games turn out?
He's won more of those,
Oh,
so he's gonna be a hard opponent. Yeah,
alright.
and I think he's in Group A, so I'm pretty much gonna meet him in the final.
If he
That'd be
gets that
exciting.
far,
Right.
could be an upset, never know.
If he gets that far, is that what you...
Yeah,
You never
if
know.
he gets that far.
I
Alright.
think he will.
Alright, thank you everyone for going over the game. Thank you all for playing the game. And I will see you all next time.
Great. See you.
Good luck in your next
All right.
games.